Welcome to the Don't Get Fooled Show with Big Ray and Ace, NFL Week 9. Let's go, Ace.
All right, boys and girls, chicos y chicas, NFL Week 9, Big Ray. I am so pumped, so hyped. We're on the roll. We are tearing it up, and we're going to keep the money train rolling. Join the membership. Get your merch, Big Ray. Get the merch, and if you like the channel, subscribe to it. We're not forcing anybody to subscribe. And everybody that's new to the channel, welcome to the channel, to the DGFshow, Big Ree. And cannot wait, Big Ree. How pumped are you?
Super pumped.
Super pumped. We're on a tear. Before we get into that, let's get into the quote of the day, Big Ree. The quote of the day today says, forget past mistakes. Forget failures, forget everything, accept what you're going to do now and do it.
Yeah, facts.
Once again, forget past mistakes, forget failures, forget everything except what you're going to do now and do it. This quote is by Will Durant, historian. Big Ree, what do you think about that?
It's fabulous.
What do you take out of that?
Forget the L's and let's start taking the W's.
Absolutely, 100%, Big Ree. That's what it is. Like, we can sit here, dwindle, and think about all the crap that went wrong in our lives or in our day, in our week, our month, our year, in work, relationships, anything, and say, I'm down on my luck, da-da-da-da-da. And I was talking to somebody on just an unrelated call, and something came up, and he's like, my luck. This is just my luck. You know what? Stop it. You got to just move on and move forward. Stop worrying about all that crap. This is what you're going to do. Make a plan, make a task, whatever it is. Stay positive and just move forward. And that's it. And so that's why, look, and I always give quotes of the day that I can relate to also and give me some encouragement, and I want to pass that on to the DGF family. And it seems like, this has been a good added segment, right, for the year.
Sure.
A lot of people have been commenting on the quote of the days and giving their own quote of the days, and so that's and then we're going to throw in a second quote of the day just because it's a real quick one, and I just want to throw it in. A champion is someone who gets up when he can't. Once again, a champion is someone who gets up when he can't. Jack Dempsey, boxer. Once again, my thought is just like, look, there's always going to be a reason why you can stay down or things are not working out and something to complain about. It might be legitimate, but you know what? That's when you just got to get up and F it. And you just keep fighting through it.
Yeah.
And that's it. Don't stay down. Do not stay down. You got to be a win. If you want to be a winner, you got to get up and move forward. Any final thoughts on the quote of the day, Big Ree?
No, that's pretty much it. Let's get into the recap.
All right, let's get into the recap of last week, boys and girls. Bills beat up on Buccaneers 24-18 on Thursday night. The Buccaneers backdoored them.
Yeah, for sure.
This game looked handy, and then, basically Bills stopped scoring. Bucks put up a touchdown with a 2-point conversion, and then almost had a chance to win this game. That you got to give Baker credit. That Hail Mary was right on.
Chris Godwin didn't look back.
He wasn't even looking. I guess it threw it too quick. But that guy, if he was just turned around half a second earlier, he catches that. And because they went for the 2-point earlier, they kick an extra point, and they win the game.
Yeah.
And I think this says more about the Bills than the Buccaneers. The Bills are just, they're getting a win, but they're not looking impressive.
Yeah.
Cowboys beat up on the Rams 43-20. That was a good win for the Cowboys. 43-20. Vikings 24-10.
I don't know what to say.
On your Green Bay Packers.
They just suck. You can't hold anything.
So you're admitting that your team sucks?
Yeah. There's nothing to hold back. They just suck.
I agree with you, Big Ree. Your team sucks. The Packers suck. Jordan Love sucks. And they are just terrible. They are terrible to watch. It was tough to watch the ending, the fourth quarter of this game.
I'm going to make this clear right now. Jordan Love does not suck. There's a whole clip where these wide receivers are dropping his passes, and that's not his fault. He'll be fine.
fair. I'll give you credit there. Fair enough that the receivers suck. He has got garbage receivers. He has no receivers, but he's not playing well. Let me get right. I got to take that back. He sucked last game. Okay, he sucked last game, but his receivers suck. He doesn't got any good receivers. I think Watson is his best receiver, and that's a problem.
You got Jaden Reed, Romeo Doubs.
Yeah, but none of those guys are established.
Yeah, that's going to take time.
I'll take that back. Jordan Love sucked last game, and I watched that fourth quarter. He sucked, but I'm not going to say he sucks as a quarterback.
Yeah.
The Packers suck, though. I'm not taking that back. They suck. They're terrible. They're horrible. They're just complete crap, and the receivers do suck. Let's get into the next game. Titans 28-23 over Atlanta. The rookie Will Levis, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Looked really good. What are your thoughts there, Big Reed?
Yeah, that's your boy. I mean, I said he's going to be great. This guy proved it in the first game. You've also been a huge fan. So.
Well, wasn't a huge fan of him, but I am now. This guy looks good, and I like Tennessee. Derrick Henry. I'm a Derrick Henry fan. They got Hopkins. They got Burks. They got a solid defense. If this guy can actually be the answer, I'm rooting for him because honestly, I've been saying this for a long time. This guy Tannehill sucks, and I don't like Tannehill. And everybody knows I don't like Tannehill. These guys have been good for a few years, but because of Tannehill, they've not been able to actually advance. So if Will Levis can be the answer, I'm going to root for him. I'm not saying he is, and I don't know how much confidence I have, but great start. Great start for this guy. And I got to give him credit. And I'm rooting for him. That doesn't mean I have confidence in the guy, but I'm rooting for him. Okay? Let's get into the Saints. They beat the Colts 38-27, Big Ree.
Yeah, as expected.
They won. The Colts, Gardner Minshew at home. But, Derek Carr looking pretty good as of late.
Yeah, the Carrs maybe got out of the
3 straight games with 300-plus yards.
Yeah.
Dolphins beat up on the Patriots 31-17. This was your pick, I believe.
Yeah.
And, you went 2-1. I went 3-0. We were 5-1 on the week,
Yeah,
Big Ree.
5-1.
And you called this, and the Dolphins won. They, took care of business. Tua continuing to roll, 3 touchdowns. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. They're winning. The Jets 13-10 over the Giants. I would call this the toilet bowl. The toilet bowl teams of New York. Nothing to be excited about. But look, the interesting is the Jets 4-3 here. They're 4-3. Is there a chance that Aaron Rodgers comes back?
I think there's a chance. He's always making signs of it too.
That would be interesting if they can squeak into the playoffs and then Rodgers is back.
Yeah.
That would be fun. I'm rooting for that to happen. That would be a fun team to watch.
Yeah.
What are their futures odds right now?
I don't know.
The Jets. Is it
Camera
over 50-1?
Can we get?
Is it over 50? Our camera guy's looking it up. Give it to us when he gets a chance. But over 50-1, you take this?
No, it's definitely over 50-1 for sure.
I mean, if Rodgers has a chance, and now with 3 wildcard teams, it's interesting. It's interesting there. Okay, but then the Jaguars, they beat the Steelers 20-10. Yeah. Jags, they're looking good. Jaguars are looking good, 20-10. Eagles,
I think they're 65-1.
65-1. Okay. So 65-1?
No, 85-1.
Between 65 and 85. We got 2 books. Both of our stats guy, camera guy giving us the number 65 to 85 to 1. If you think they can squeak into the playoffs.
No chance.
And then
they can squeak into the playoffs. They're not winning this.
But if Rodgers is playing?
No chance.
You got to win 4 games? 4 games and you're not taking 80-1?
No, I'm not taking.
Sign me up right now. I got to look at their schedule. I got to look at the rest of their schedule, but their defense is keeping them in the games. But anyhow, I think
Eagles beat the Commanders 38-31.
What's wrong here? Eagles won, but what's wrong?
I don't know. You tell me.
I mean, they're giving up 31 points to the Commanders.
Commanders are a good team, bro.
I don't know what's wrong. I thought, Eagles are going to put up this Georgia defense and, bring all these Georgia guys in and improve from last year.
Look at Sam Howell's numbers right there, 397 yards.
Yeah, that's a problem. I don't know if that's more reflective of Sam Howell or the Eagles giving him 397 yards. It's unbelievable. I mean, I think Sam Howell's number 6 on the, on passing yards on the season,
Facts.
Eagles, this is very questionable, man. I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm a Jalen Hurts fan, but look, these guys, I'm concerned.
Will they come out of the NFC?
Let me make this clear right now. Put this on camera right now. Eagles are not making the Super Bowl. The Niners are not making the Super Bowl. I'm making this clear right now. Detroit Lions are not making the Super Bowl. I'm making this clear right now. Out of those, none of those 3 teams are making the Super Bowl.
So who are you going to take your future on then?
It's not going to be one of those 3. They're not making the Super Bowl. I'm going to make that clear.
Okay.
And we're here in week 9 of NFL.
Yeah, it's October 31st.
We're actually filming this on Halloween. Those 3 teams are not making the Super Bowl.
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat. And we can bleep it out. All right. Let's get into the Panthers 15-13 over the Texans. This was one of my picks that I like the Panthers to cover and win. Panthers got their first W. Congrats to Bryce Young, first career win. Game as expected.
Yeah.
I didn't think Texans would do much. Didn't think Panthers would do much, but they would do enough to cover and probably win. Shout out to Z-Ball from the Z-Ball podcast. If you watch his podcast, he predicted this exactly. Carolina wins on a game-winning field goal, and they did.
Yeah.
And so shout out to Z-Ball. We're going to put a link in our description to the Z-Ball podcast, and he's been on fire this year with his NFL picks.
Yeah, especially last week.
And so if you want to, follow him, and I think Z-Ball started the season, I think 15-3 or something?
Yeah.
Something like insane.
Yeah.
So this guy, follow him if you guys want picks. Z-Ball from the Z-Ball podcast. I endorse Z-Ball. And Rebound, you're on there. You're under Rebound that's your nickname, Rebound.
Yeah, I like to get the rebounds.
On
you
the
come
Z-Ball.
down with a ball.
Do you get the rebounds in life also, Big Ree?
Yeah.
That's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with getting the rebounds because some rebounds, look. So you want sometimes you want to be the board man like Kawhi said, okay? There's nothing wrong with being a board man.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the Seahawks 24-20 versus the Browns. That was one of my picks, and the Seahawks won 24-20. PJ Walker actually played better than I expected.
Yeah.
But the Seahawks, they're 5-2, leading the division. Are they for real?
It looks like it. Yeah.
Look, they're looking good. They're an overall solid team, and I mean, look, they got Metcalf, Lockett, Fant, and then the guy
JSN.
That guy is the wild card. I mean, I think he could come down as the best receiver in this class.
I mean, I think he was the first wide receiver taken. So
I mean, I know there was a run of 4 straight receivers, but I mean, the guy hasn't been doing that much as since. Obviously, there were some injuries with Metcalf, and he had a bigger showing. But this guy, if he can start, these guys are scary.
Yeah.
And Geno continues to play well. Broncos beat the Chiefs 24-9. Upset the Chiefs.
Yeah, I think the weather was a big issue here. Mahomes was obviously sick, and the biggest deal of them all, Taylor Swift was not in the tent.
Oh, she was not. Wow.
Travis Kelce did not play good for my fantasy team because Taylor Swift was not in attendance.
Well, that's a problem, Taylor. You need to start showing up to games. But this goes back to what I was saying. I don't trust the Chiefs' offense. I don't trust them. And they put up 9 points against Denver? 9 points? The Chiefs are not making the Super Bowl. Let's make that clear. Chiefs are not making the Super Bowl. And you guys can laugh. The Chiefs are not making the Super Bowl. Well, you heard it here, Week 9. Chiefs, Eagles, Niners, Lions, not making the Super Bowl this year, boys and girls. Do not get your futures on any of those 4 teams. They are not making the Super Bowl. Let's move on. Anything you want to say, Big Ree?
No, go ahead.
Bree's got a good laugh out of that.
The camera guy and our stats guy are laughing too.
Yeah, they could be laughing. We can troll this tape back.
We're gonna run it back.
We're gonna run this back.
In February.
Week 9, October 31st, 2023.
Okay.
Telling you who's not making the Super Bowl. All right, let's get into the next game. Ravens beat the Cardinals 31-24, Big Ree.
Yeah, they
You had this game, and the Cardinals did backdoor. That's for sure. They put up 17 points in the fourth to cover this.
Yeah.
But they got the cover. You ended 2-1 on the week. I went 3-0, Big Ree.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was the Ravens won, but Cardinals covered. Bengals 31-17 versus the 49ers, Big Ree. What do you have to say about this game?
Brock just sucked. I'm not holding back.
You're not going to hold back.
He sucked, and this game's on him.
It's on him, for sure.
100%.
Yep.
There's no concussion excuses, nothing. This is on him.
Okay. Well, first of all, my thoughts here. First of all, Bengals played well. You got to give credit to Cincinnati. They played well. They did what they needed to do. Joey B looks like he's back to being Joey B. Jamar Chase is catching balls, and they're getting touchdowns. And Cincinnati looks good. They're trending up after that 0-2 start. And the Niners, Brock Purdy. I've been saying this for. What I find interesting is, I've been saying this since last season, that this guy Brock Purdy everybody's giving him too much hype, and. Brock Purdy had 3 turnovers in the last 16 minutes of this game. 2 interceptions and 1 fumble. And he's getting a lot of turnovers, and he's not looking good. He is not looking good. The Niners are on a 3-game losing streak, and it's not one mother effing game now. It's not 2 games. It's not 3 games. Brock Purdy is not looking good, and I want to ask you, is it time to start considering that they need to put in Sam Darnold or not yet?
I would consider it, for sure. It was 17-10, and they had the chance to flip the script, and you turn it over in the red zone. You
can't happen.
You can't do that.
Turnover, that's why when I talk trash about Josh Allen all the time, and everyone's like, oh, you're overrating it, you're forgetting that he rushes for 800 yards and how many touchdowns. People need to understand there's too much skill level in the NFL. 1 turnover when a point difference of 7 to 14 points, 10 points, that's a difference. That's a difference in the game.
And it could be a difference in the point spread.
Difference in the point spread. And that happens a couple times a year. 3 games are a difference between being in the playoffs and being out, and being, a wild card team and leading the division and getting a bye. And that's why turnovers are such a big deal. And Brock Purdy, I'm not going to rant too much on Brock Purdy, because at the end of the day, I think I've been honestly too harsh on Brock Purdy. Because it's not Brock Purdy's fault that they're throwing him in and giving him the starting position and the media is hyping him up. It's not his fault. He was a 7th round last pick in the draft quarterback. If you ask Brock Purdy, he would have been happy just to make a roster.
Oh, for sure.
And just sit on the bench and make $800K. He didn't ask for this. He just wanted to be in the NFL. And they threw him in there, and then the media hyped him up. He played well. You got to give him credit. He got the W's when they needed him to. But Brock Purdy, I think, is just not getting exposed, but just showing what everybody thought he was. He was a backup or, fringe NFL roster player. And that's what's happening. They hyped him up. Yeah, he won 8-0 last year? But we're not counting the game against was it Philadelphia?
Yeah, because he didn't play.
He got injured, but he was 8-0 before that, right?
Yeah.
And 6 of those 8 games were on the road. No, at home. 6 of the 8 were on home. So he won at home. And let's not act like he went 8-0, but let's not act like they were, 3-5 before Brock Purdy came in. Garoppolo was 7-3. Garoppolo was 7-3 starting. When he started, they were 7-3. So he just came in and, and just added to them. But, look, so credit to Brock. I think I've been smashing Brock, and it's not his fault. He didn't ask for this, but he is what he is. Let's move on. Chargers, huge win. against the Bears, 30-13, Big Ree.
Yeah, I mean, as expected, like we said, they should win or he should get fired on the spot.
Absolutely should win. And this is another, like, let's not hype up. Everybody wanted to hype up Tyson Bagent, and this guy's a D2 player out of Shepherd. He got a start and all this, and then he got a win, and everyone to stop it, guys. It's a nice story. First D2 player to start. You know, he got a win. Congratulations, but stop it. This guy's not an NFL player. It's not. It's a nice story, but he's on the Bears, and they needed a player to play. He won. Congratulations. Stop it. They got spanked. Let's just forget about this story. And I don't want to say any more. You know, they got a good win. The Chargers needed this win. And then the Lions, you know, they beat up on the Raiders 26-14 on Monday night. Raiders look like absolute crap.
Yeah, the Raiders are the Raiders.
Absolute crap. Jimmy G looked horrible.
That guy needs to go.
Horrible.
Immediately. That guy's terrible.
Did you see how pissed Devontae Adams was?
Yeah, one reception for 11
yards. Walked off the field right at the end of the game. Didn't say anything to anybody. Was pissed in the press conference and after in the locker room. So you think he's done?
I'll say this, though. As a Packer fan, I'm very happy to see this. One, because he demanded out. Two, he demanded to go to Las Vegas.
Devontae, okay.
So they fulfilled everything.
Yep.
And now you're feeling the pain. You deserve this. And I'm glad you didn't get traded. You're still going to feel the pain and not make the playoffs again.
Yeah, they're not making the playoffs. I mean, stop it. Unless they put in O'Connell and he actually plays really well. And honestly,
Jimmy needs to get benched ASAP. That guy sucks.
They're not going to bench him, though. You know that. They're not going to bench him. It's not going to happen right away. But the Lions, give them credit.
Yeah, they deserve a lot of credit.
They won at home. But honestly, the Raider pass D, which is actually pretty good this year, they were, like, their coverage, their schemes looked horrible. They were just giving up 8 and 10-yard plays left and right. Like they were giving those away to the Lions.
Jahmyr Gibbs had a big game.
Huge game,
big time.
I mean, and everybody was saying when they drafted him 12th overall out of Alabama that this was too early for him. He should have been late first round at best.
Yeah.
But he's looking good.
Yeah.
As of late, he's looking good. Dual threat, you know, catching as well. And so Lions, you know, good bounce back after getting spanked by Baltimore.
Yeah.
And so let's move on, Big Ree, to the BS segment of the show. Couple things we're going to touch on. First, you know, happy birthday to our cameraman, Javi.
Happy birthday, Javi.
Javi, happy birthday to Javi. And his birthday's not today on Halloween, but it was recently. And so happy birthday, Javi. And so our boy Javi, and I got a birthday gift for Javi that I'm going to discuss in a bit. So happy birthday, Javi. And want to give another, you know, shout out. Let's talk about Halloween. Today is Halloween, Big Ree. We're shooting this on Halloween. And I'm gonna cap off tonight with a bar, and I already know you know which candy bar I'm gonna eat ttonight.
For sure.
Which one?
Milky Way Midnight.
Hell yeah, for sure.
Are you gonna eat it at midnight?
It's gonna be close. Probably after 9 or 10. I'm gonna throw on some Netflix.
We're coming close.
Yeah, we're cutting it close, but I'm gonna definitely eat it for sure tonight with a glass of milk. Drink with a glass of milk and some Netflix. And so definitely have that tonight for sure. But Halloween, how pumped are you, Big Ree? Very pumped. Nothing like, you know, Halloween. I want to one of these days. I always say I want to be able to celebrate Halloween in a different city other than LA, because LA, it seems like people don't celebrate it. And I'm sure back in other parts in the Midwest or the East Coast, it's a bigger deal.
Yeah.
And I want to go over there and just celebrate Halloween one day.
Yeah.
I got to do it maybe next year. I always say it, but like Halloween's, just want to really get that feel. Like, you know, when you watch the Halloween scary movies and like Jason or all of those, and just like you just feel like, oh, Halloween looks so dope in all these other cities. What's your favorite scary movie, Big Ree?
I don't know. It's probably Halloween.
Halloween is always good. What about Scream? You like Scream?
Scream's there, yeah, but it's.
I watched what was the new Scream? I watched that recently. The one it was in, the most recent one. I didn't watch it recently, but the one in New York. That was solid.
Yeah.
Scream, that just gets you in the mood. So nothing like, that's what it is. I'm going to go throw on a scary movie and eat a Milky Way midnight and just enjoy Halloween night.
Yeah, for sure.
And pass out some candy to the little ones that are coming by. So gotta wrap this show up. But here it is, Big Ree. We're gonna do a couple things real quickly. I'm gonna give you a quick opportunity to win $100 from me, Big Ree.
Okay.
Because it's Halloween, and because it's Halloween, it's gonna be trick or treat 3 times. You didn't win this on college. My last $100. Here it is, Big Ree. Can't let you see my notes. Quickly, and you only got one chance.
Okay.
Name the top 3 offensive leaders in passing yards. Top 3.
Justin, Tua's one. Tua's up there for sure. Sam Howell.
Okay, I'll give you one extra. Go ahead. You got to give me 3.
Let me see.
Come on.
Joe Burrow's on there.
Tua's up there.
Tua's got to be up there.
He's number 1.
Sure. Lamar's not there. Jalen Hurts?
Nope. So you're 0 for 2. You're 1 for 3 right now. Because Howell's not in the top 5, nor is Hurts.
Shit. Mahomes?
Mahomes is there. He's number 3. So you got 1 and 3, Big Ree. 1 chance for number 2.
I don't know. This one.
Want to give up, or you want to throw somebody out there?
I'm going to think about it.
Come on, Big Ree. Come on, Big Ree. 5.
Captain Kirk?
4. You got it. Top 3. Kirk is number 2. Kirk is number 2.
Oh, really?
So you got the top 3. So that hundo is yours. But because I gave you 3 chances, you might lose it. No, you might lose it. Because you didn't get it in your first 3. Okay. So as long as I'm going to give you an easy chance to kill me. So I said the top 3, but you had like 5 chances, bro. So, and I was nice to you. So we're going to keep this. Right now it's with you. But you got to now I'm going to give you the rushing yards. You got to give me 2 out of 3 out of the top 5 guys. This is easy, Big Ree. 2 out of the top 5 rushers in the league right now. Come on, Big Ree. This is easy. I'm actually giving it to you.
Kenneth Walker?
Come on, Big Ree. Okay, we're just going to act like you didn't say Kenneth Walker. I can't. If you don't get this, Big Ree, I got to take the hundo back. I'm trying to give you this $100. 2 out of the 3, and you only get 2 chances. So if you get 1 wrong, we're moving on.
Okay, let's see.
Rushing leaders.
Rushing?
Yeah, rushing.
Oh, let's see. Derrick Henry?
He's 1 of the 5. Okay, come on, Big Ree. You got. We got to start doing a countdown, Big Ree.
Give me 5 seconds.
10, 9,
Let me see.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Raheem Mostert?
3, 2,
Raheem Mostert?
1, 0. Come on, Big Ree. Number 1 is McCaffrey. Number 2
Etienne?
is Zach Moss. Etienne is 3. Come on, Big Ree. And number 4 is DeAndre Swift. So now you have lost your $100, okay? But now I'm going to give you an opportunity to win it right back, okay?
Okay.
You got to name 3 of the top 5 wide receivers, Big Ree, in receiving yards.
I know Tyreek is 1. A.J. Brown is 2.
You got the top 2 right now.
Puka?
Top 3. Holy crap. Wow, you want to go for a clean sweep. You got 1, 2, and 3. You get the $100. It's yours. You deserve it with going 1, 2, and 3. That's yours. Pocket that. 4 and 5, Big Ree.
Stephon Diggs?
Oh! Woo! Big Ree, you got 1, 2, and 3. Okay, I don't have another hundo here, but you got me. I got another hundo right now. You get number 5 right now on a 10 count, though, Big Ree.
This one's tough.
So I know you're looking around. You want one of our stats guys to throw it to you.
I'm not going to.
I'm giving you. If you can get number 5, you get an extra hundo. I'm going to be pissed if I lose $200 to you. 100, I'll throw. That's fine. Whatever.
I don't think I'll get this one, but Jamar Chase?
No, but I'm going to give you one last chance because I was so impressed that you got 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to give you one hint. The number 5 guy is not their team does not have a winning record.
Not have a winning record.
Does not have a winning record. That's all I can do, Big Ree.
I don't know.
I'm going to give you an 8-second countdown. 7.
I know the Lions have
6,
someone good. The Lions have
5.
Not St. Brown.
4.
Can't be St. Brown.
3.
DJ?
2.
More?
Holy crap. Big Ree's got it. Wow. So I got $100 for you extra. So you just took $200 off me on just the receiving. That's unbelievable. All right, Big Ree, you deserve it. I'm a little bit upset that I lost $200 from you. That could have been a nice meal. That could have been a nice meal for me, Big Ree. God damn it. But $200, we're going to close this out, Big Ree, with I got news from you, Big Ree. I got news for you right now.
Okay.
The news for you, and it looks like our cameraman's trying to tell us something. What's going on?
Linebacker coach Antonio Pierce named interim coach for Josh McDaniels, fired GM David Ziegler.
They fired Josh McDaniels as coach of the Las Vegas Raiders? Wow, breaking news. Josh McDaniels fired. That Devontae Adams situation, probably bigger, something else going on.
And GM David Ziegler.
So they fired the GM.
They're cleaning house, which is great. Interim assistant coach
Antonio Pierce.
Linebacker.
The linebacker from the Giants, former linebackers. Congrats to him. And McDaniels, honestly, he's done in the NFL. That's it. No more opportunities as a head coach. I think he's done. But breaking news. Wow, that's big time. But okay, so let's move on. We got the breaking news, but let's move on. I got big news. We had a juicy weekend last week, Big Ree.
Yeah.
I actually destroyed this book. Destroyed it, Big Ree. I'm not going to get into numbers. Destroyed it. And what that means is, because I've destroyed it so much, and obviously I've been on a hot streak on NFL, 8-1 over the last 3 weeks, and on our video, I am buying round trip tickets for the entire DGF crew to Thailand.
No way.
Round trip tickets.
No.
I'm gonna buy it. I'm booking it.
I'm in 100%.
We're making it happen quickly.
Okay.
I want to book something for next week. Are you in?
Yeah,
I'm paying it.
I'm in 100%.
All right, you're in for sure.
Yeah.
We'll finalize that.
This will go a long way in Thailand.
$200 go a long way in Thailand. You're in. Javi, are you in?
Javi says he's in.
Are you in?
He says he's in.
On me. I'm paying for round trip tickets, and I'm paying for the hotel everywhere.
Okay.
Food and all your entertainment, I'm not paying because that can get hyped. But are you in? Javi's in. All right. Stats guy, Z-Ball, are you in?
Yeah, he's in.
Thumbs up. I'm paying for all of us. All right. We're all going next week. So we got about a week, 10 days to make the plans. You guys are all in. I'm paying. All right. It's going down, boys. We're going to Thailand. Shout out. We're doing our shout out. Shout out to Takero Kung. Comment. Give us some thoughts. We're going to go to Thailand. Let us know. Give us a quick itinerary. We're going to plan it out within the next week. Let's get into some shout outs, Big Ree. I want to give a first shout out here to Quay Sean. Hit a 9-team parlay. Shout out to Quay Sean. That's big time. Hitting a 9-teamer.
Shout out to Big Len.
Big Len's been a long-time viewer. And shout out to Big Len. Want to give a shout out to Lamont BG.
Shout out to Dasin, South Jersey.
Dasim, I think. Yeah, Dasim.
Yeah.
He was trying to say that the loss from the prior week to the Vikings was not Brock's fault. So Dasim, shout out for being a viewer and a part of the DGF family. I want you to comment below, was last week's loss to Cincy Brock's fault. Big Ree admitted it was. So comment below.
Shout out to Michael Cargo. Talks a lot.
He said I talk too much to get my point across.
Yeah.
And so I'll try to, nail that down. But want to, shout out to Michael Cargo. We appreciate you being a part of the DGF family. And then lastly, I want to give this shout out to Dunisi Sun Tavang. Hopefully I pronounce it. Dunisi Sun Tavang. She's a longtime viewer, okay, and a huge Niners fan. And she called out Jordan Love and said, I'm crazy that I got fooled that Jordan Love. She said that before Jordan Love's performance from last week.
Yeah.
And said that he's not the real deal. And so she did call that he was going to have a bad performance, and he did. But, look, Brock still sucks, okay? But shout out, thanks for being a loyal viewer and commenting. We appreciate it. Let's get into the picks, Big Ree. Congrats on the 200. So without further ado, here we go, boys and girls. Aquí vamos, chicos y chicas. Let's go. Game 1, we got the Minnesota Vikings at the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons are a 4.5-point favorite. Minnesota 4-4, coming off a 24-10 win versus Green Bay. They're currently on a 3-game winning streak. They have won 4 of their 5 past games, giving up only 13 points per game over those 4 wins. Defense is playing good, but their 4 wins are on over teams with a combined record of 10-20, and one of those teams are the Niners, who are 5-3. So that means the other teams are a combined 5-17. Back-to-back road games for Minnesota, and 3 of their 4 games were on the road, and 4 of their last 6. Kirk Cousins, torn Achilles. He is out for the season. It looks like the quarterback from BYU, I think the 5th-round draft pick, Jaren Hall, he's going to be starting.
Yeah.
We got Atlanta 4-4, coming off a 28-23 loss to Tennessee. They played well, but quarterback Will Levis played great. 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Quarterback Ritter got benched for Taylor Heineke, Big Ree. Heineke is definitely, I think, an upgrade from Ritter. He's just not looked good.
Yeah,
I mean,
he
QB out of Cincy, he just not looked good, and I think it was time for them to bench.
Yeah, for sure.
The only regret here is I think they should have known that Ritter wasn't going to be the long-term answer. And I would have loved for them to trade for Trey Lance when Niners are throwing him away, and then start him now and let him see. But, so I don't think Heineke's the long-term answer, but he's an upgrade from Ritter. And, I think it's a huge upgrade over Ritter. And Atlanta is 3-1 at home. They have the number 8th ranked pass defense. Jaren Hall gonna start on the road against the number 8 pass D. That's not good, and I think it's gonna be ugly. And Minnesota has the number 31 rush offense. Their points are gonna be at a premium next week, and I'm taking Atlanta minus 4.5. All right, game 2. We got the Chicago Bears at the New Orleans Saints. The Saints are a 7.5-point favorite. The Bears are 2-6, coming off a 30-13 loss to the Chargers. This game was 30-7 to end the 3rd quarter. They got some garbage time points. They are 2-2 over their last 4 games after an 0-4 start. Tyson Bagent, the guy, it was a good story, but now I think it's coming back to reality. This guy's a D2 quarterback, and he's just not going to be able to perform in the NFL. But look, kudos to him. Back-to-back road games for Chicago here. They're on the road versus the Saints, who are 4-4, coming off a 38-27 win versus the Colts. 5 of their last 7 games have been on the road. So road heavy for the Saints. Quarterback Derek Carr, 3 straight 300-yard games. And the offense, I think, will continue to roll here. Look, their offense is lighting up. And look, I like the Saints to go on a 7-2 or 8-1 to end the season. That's my prediction. 7-2 or 8-1 to end the season over the last 9 games.
You think they can come out of the NFC?
Absolutely. Absolutely, I think they can. I think they're a dark horse candidate. Number 5 overall D for the Saints. If the offense can start clicking with Carr, Olave, Kamara, they're a scary team. This is my lock of the week, boys and girls. I'm taking the Saints minus 7.5. All right, game 3. We got the Buffalo Bills at the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals are a 2.5-point favorite. Buffalo Bills 5-3, coming off a 24-18 win versus the Bucs on Thursday night. They got the win, but they did not look impressive. Other than that 3-game winning streak versus Vegas, Washington, and Miami, they have not looked that great. The Miami was really, those are impressive wins there. Miami, 48-20, but other than that, kind of looked average. They've scored 25 or under in 5 of their 8 games. Allen, 71% completion, 17 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. 71% completion is impressive for Josh Allen. But if you take out Las Vegas and Miami, this guy's had 10 touchdowns and 8 interceptions on the season.
Yeah, see?
So I don't know if I really buy Josh Allen. Cincinnati Bengals 4-3, coming off a 31-17 win versus San Francisco. Offense looked good. They're on a 3-game winning streak. Won 4 of 5 since the 0-2 start. Burrow on fire over the last 3 games. 8 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions, and 78% completion. Jamar Chase has been playing great over the last 5 games. And here's my thoughts on this game. Buffalo, Josh Allen has always been a good quarterback. I think we can agree that he's been good.
Yeah.
And their defense has always been good. But their defense this year 13th overall defense. This is not a top 5 defense anymore. Number 10th ranked pass defense. Number 21 ranked overall run defense. Look at Cincinnati is trending up. Buffalo, I feel, is trending down. Cincinnati is at home. Do not get fooled, boys and girls. This is an easy one. I'm going to have the popcorn ready for this one. I'm taking Cincinnati minus 2.5. And before I hand it off to Big Ree, you have been on fire as of late. 10-3 over the last 5 weeks. Absolutely tearing it up. I have been 8-1 over the last 3 weeks. And so let's keep the momentum rolling, Big Ree.
All right, the first game I got is the Colts at the Panthers. Colts 3-5, coming off a 38-27 loss to the Saints. Panthers coming off their first win, 15-13 versus the Texans. Panthers, Bryce Young did not look that great, but they got their win. And Colts are the better team here. Gardner Minshew will have a better game. Jonathan Taylor is getting into form. Michael Pittman looks good. I think the Colts bounce back. I'm taking the Colts minus 2.5. The second game I got is the Seahawks at the Ravens. Seahawks 5-2, 24-20, coming off a win versus the Browns at home. Ravens 6-2, coming off a 31-24 win on the road versus the Cardinals. Seahawks have looked good, but I'm still not sold if they can win on the road. And not too great, but Ravens are a better team here, and they're at home. Offensively and defensively, I think they're better. Lamar is going to go off. I'm taking the Ravens minus 5.5. That's my lock.
Bam.
And the last game I got is probably one of the games everyone's looking forward to, is the Cowboys at the Eagles.
Oh, yeah.
Cowboys coming off a huge 43-20 win last week versus the Rams. Dak had a big game, 304 yards, 4 touchdowns. CeeDee Lamb, 158 yards, 2 touchdowns. Eagles, 7-1, coming off a 38-31 win versus the Commanders. A.J. Brown's having a huge year, 939 yards. The Cowboys are the Cowboys at the end of the day, and don't get fooled from last week's game. The Eagles are gonna cover, and I'm taking the Eagles -3.
All right, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Let's get some likes, guys. Let's get 500 likes. You know, we're on an absolute tear. Let's get 500 plus likes. Comment. We love the comments. We're always reading them. Join the membership to support the channel, first of all. The membership there is to support the channel, support Big Ree and Ace, and then also there's bonus picks that we throw out. All right, boys and girls.